Okay, so I'm gonna make this video. I'm not gonna use the flash because it's too hard to drive. I'm tired. My eyes are coated with some fucking weird toxic shit. Um, it's freezing cold outside. I think it's about 30 degrees. So below the point of freezing, at least that's what it was gonna be at 4 o'clock in the morning. I checked the weather. It's 3 o'clock right now. And I'm just driving out of the animal sanctuary into Kanab because I was tired of watching my animals lay there suffering. And I'm thinking to myself, I have to do something, and there's nothing else I can do. And there's shit fucking in this vehicle coming out the vents, but they can stick their heads out the window, as cold as it fucking is, and I can have the heater blasting, and we can be somewhat comfortable. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I'm just driving. I'm waiting for all the vehicles to come out and start following me around like they did the last time I did this. We were passed by a few vehicles. One of them is always this Trans Am. They like that Trans Am thing. I've been followed by Trans Am since fucking Hawaii. It's crazy. They must just really love. My wounds on my fingers and just the fingers themselves are just pulsating in pain. That would mean that this substance is very thick. And that it's already they were really pouring it on right before I decided to dig out. Because I was opening the door and trying to get air out. And the minute I do that, then they choose to do more. Miho's like balancing. To roll up the window a little bit because I don't like that. I'm gonna talk a little bit about fucking demons because we passed this area that they have to weigh the trucks, which is between the sanctuary and town, and I was looking in the rearview mirror because there was a vehicle coming up. And I was looking in the rearview mirror and thinking about, am I going to pull over? Because I don't want them to pelt shit at the fucking vehicle. Because when we first got in, it was not coming out of the vents. But I do know from living in Los Angeles that they like to pelt shit at the fucking vehicle and then fill it up. They did that for, pretty much the entire time I lived there. And that was awful. So anyhow, I was looking in the rearview mirror and I could actually see sort of because the lights that were in that area because of the truck pullover way thing. And I saw like two figures, human-like looking figures cross the road from the darkness of the open land over into where the truck area is. And they were very tall and thin and very skinny. And it's disturbing. And it freaked me the fuck out. So that's why I am recording this, because I am wigged the fuck out. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I really need to. I have to keep an eye on the battery because they drain the battery all the time, and I don't want to get lost. I think I'm just going to turn around now so I don't get lost, because I've literally just been going on the same road, so I shouldn't get lost. But I don't know where I am, so I've never gone this far down this road as far as I know. But not a ton of vehicles on the road, but I did pass 3 as soon as I left. Oh, now the light came on. I get really wigged out with the fucking street lamp things, because that thing started happening in Hawaii where I noticed street lamps going on and off, and I don't know. I noticed it probably because there was some sort of pattern to it. Otherwise, I wouldn't notice it. You know what I'm saying? Vehicle behind me. Shit. I'm just gonna... I don't like that, because I don't want them pelting shit at me. And so I'm gonna speed up and then take a so I can get off the road and not get stuff pelted at me. Hopefully. Bunny. This is the airport. Turn around. Demons. Oh, bunny. I don't want to run over a bunny. Demons. You're on Earth. Miho wanting to jump out and eat the bunny. Me wanting to turn around. Me getting freaked out. Let me turn around. There is something very creepy going on. Oh my god, what if there were really fucking demons? No, bunny, don't run in front of me. Please don't make me squish a bunny. What if there are really fucking demons here on this earth? And that's why I'm not being helped. What if that were a fucking reality? That there were demons on this fucking earth. What if that were a fucking reality? And, I mean, look, honestly, I don't even like thinking about it. That's how I've always been my whole fucking life. Like, I'm not somebody that's like, want to believe in this shit. I honestly have literally been like, anytime there's talk of spirits or stuff like that, I don't even want to know. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to know. Because there's nothing I can do about stuff like that. Like, there's no defense against shit like that. Because, what the fuck? Like, nobody talked, like, there's no factual shit. So if you were trying to defend yourself against it, how the fuck would you do that, you know? And if it's shit that, like, fucking dark figures crossing roads at night, you know, that was weird. I looked back there and, you know, and I could see them even more clearly because there was a vehicle coming and their headlights were on. And that's disturbing. But if there were demons, then there would have to mean that there were like the other side of it, right? Right? Wouldn't that be logical that there would be angels? And the only one that I feel like I've come across, I used to think Suelo was an angel, and he probably was, and me putting him down when he didn't really actually have anything wrong with him. He was just 6 pounds, he was 19 years old, I was fleeing Hawaii. I didn't want him to die on the plane. I didn't want him to die on the plane, and I was paranoid about it. And a lot of it also had to do with, I didn't want him to die once I got to California, and I would be alone, and I thought I would never be able to handle that. In retrospect, handling it, getting on the plane hours later, I mean, anyhow, biggest regret, biggest mistake I ever made was putting Suelo down. Not just because he was an angel here on Earth, but because I wasn't thinking straight. Okay, so I was stranded on the coast. I was in Newport, I think, Oregon, on the coast. If I get that wrong, please forgive me. My brain's kind of mush. And I was stranded, and they had been blocking me from being able to get help through Progressive by canceling my phone call, canceling my call for help over and over again. Every time I'd reinstate it, they'd cancel it again, like literally minute after I'd do it. So I was like stranded there. The vehicle wouldn't start. I had asked numerous people for a jump. The only person that had a jump didn't want to give me one. His kids were like, oh no, I think we do have that. And he just like ignored me and kept walking. And he seemed like a demon. I'm not going to lie. And then this guy, I asked him, and he said yes. And he was just very slow and methodical about it. And just the way he was acting when I approached him, I was a little like, what's going on here? Because it was just interesting or different. And after he jumped me, which it took a long time, it took a lot of their time and everything, he said, "God bless you." And it was just this weird moment where I looked up and I was like, look, that's just not a common thing you hear from people that you don't know. Religion is not a very welcomed thing in the world anymore. With good reason in a way, it's too much association with pedophilia and weird shit. But it just stuck out in my mind. It just really did. It stuck out in my mind, and I kind of looked up at him like sort of like a little startled, and looked at him, and I don't know, it was just like the calmness to him. It was it was like he almost knew I was going to ask him and was waiting for me to ask him. Like he had gotten out of his vehicle, it was freezing cold, he was like standing there at the edge of the, looking at the ocean, but it was a really cold, blustery day, and he was just kind of standing there, and then he came closer, and I stood there for a while contemplating, am I going to ask yet another person? Oh, there's another vehicle coming. That's going to be them, most likely. And I just, I don't know. It was just the feeling, So, at any rate, I want to get off the road and further away from this person that's coming up, because I don't want them to hit my vehicle with any weird shit. Anyhow, that was weird. I saw two figures. What's weird is that car is going extraordinarily slow. Hey, there's that vehicle. You see that one just passed the cross? That's the one that just came up before. That seems odd. Didn't I just see a vehicle go that way? Where did it go? I need to pull over. Oh, there it is. It's just going to be driving around. Wow, you see that? I think it's flashers on. Are you just gonna noticeably follow me around? Completely obvious and shit? That was weird, don't you think? Don't you think that was weird? I don't think that's the first time I've seen that vehicle in this town following us around. The white truck with the dirt bike in the back. It would be interesting to see if he actually gets out and gets any gas. Anyhow, weird. Two figures. They look like stick figures. They didn't look like... They looked human, but not human. I'm wigged out. I don't want to even talk about it. I really don't. I wanted to, say it, but then I don't really want to talk about it. I don't even want to know. Isn't that how most people feel? Seriously? Is that if this shit's existing in the world, you don't really want to know about it, because what the fuck are you going to do about it? This is what I mean when I start talking about, how I'm are schizophrenics really just crazy people? Are they crazy people? Or are they just people that actually have seen things like demons and hear demons' voices, and they just have that capability, somehow they've tapped into it, and sadly enough, then they have to experience these people or whatever. I don't know. But this whole situation has definitely made me think about that a little bit more, because it's just weird. Because I've had some weird shit, like what just happened, and then now there's a car coming up behind me. So I'm gonna pull into a parking lot instead, because I don't want them to toss shit at my fucking vehicle. Hit anything. It's funny, I finally have a rearview mirror that I can use, but I can't because Miho's blocking it. Miho, move. Go on, move. It would also just explain a little bit of why the dogs get so freaked out. Like they've just become super scared, you know? Is if these people are demons. Or they're not people, they're demons. I don't even know what to think. Holy fuck. And if that's true, I'm fucking doomed, man. Like, I'm fucking, like, this is not gonna stop. You know? And maybe those army intelligence guys just know that there's demons in the world, and so they're, you know, they were, like, telling me, like, you fucked up. You got, you know, targeted by fucking demons. And, you know. And because if anybody would know if there were real life demons in the world. Oh, that laundromat is open right now. Crazy. I actually need to do laundry. I know, Miho. I know. Okay, I think that's weird. That same white truck is there. Just sitting there. It's not making me want to get back out on the road. And, I mean, go that same thing that I have to go back to get to the sanctuary. It's definitely not making me want to do that. I know, Miho, you want to get comforted, but I feel like I need to document this because I'm fucking freaked out. That was weird. I didn't like seeing that. I don't want to see anything that makes me think that there's real life demons. I really don't. But then it harks back to all the things that I'm like, how do they do that? You know, where people are like, you're crazy, that's impossible. And I'm thinking, I know, it sounds impossible. I don't know how to explain it. And I don't have an explanation for it. And I don't know how it happens. Like, I don't know how the bitch was in my fucking attic all those times. And yet I couldn't fucking find her. You know, I still don't get that. You know? And, yeah, it just, or, ow! Miho, don't do that. Or how lights turn on and off and, okay, it's not even necessary that they turn it on and off. They get brighter. And that's weird. And that's another thing where I'm like, demons, because I'm like, that just seems odd. It's like a power surge. And they, you know, could a demon do a power surge? I don't know. But, oh, God, good Lord. So if I'm targeted by demons, and, you know, drug traffickers would be demonic. I mean, let's face reality. If there were demons here on Earth, they would be drug traffickers and sex traffickers, because they're literally people who are just the most repulsive, disgusting things on the planet, because they make a living off of human suffering, you know? And that's just fact. So, ooh, I just felt something on my eye. That's after 2 vehicles passed me. Here's the roadhouse. I've thought about stopping here, but fuck it. I don't even think that that's really something I should do. It's interesting. Somebody's been staying there a while that has that white whatever, white, van that looks like an RV, whatever, supposed to be stealth. See, now I'm heading back towards where those two things were in the road, and I don't want to, but I don't know where else to go. I'm not having a good feeling about going anywhere. I'm super scared. It's super cold outside. I can't just pull over and just sit there. I'd have to leave the vehicle running, and there's definitely shit flying in my eyeballs right now, which is probably coming from the heater. Oh my god. Are there fucking demons? That's been a weird vehicle that's been parked there. I mean, I'm not from this town, so I don't really know, but it seems a little odd. I'm just gonna go slow as shit anyways, because there's deer out here. Demons, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god. So then if there's demons, then there's God and there's angels, right? So then why aren't they helping me? So that, am I not good enough? Do I have too much of my own evil energy? Have I shared too much energy with demons that they don't want to help me? I haven't earned it. I'm not one of them. I put Suela to sleep. I put one of their angels to sleep that really literally watched over me and had my back for almost 2 decades. Why aren't they helping me? Can they not help me? Are there too many demons in the world and not enough angels? What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know, but what I saw just now is freaking me the fuck out, man. There's been some weird shit that's happened. And I could never explain how she was in the attic, but she was fucking up there, dude. Like, loud, to the point where my animals were hearing her and I was hearing her, and it was disturbing and upsetting and creepy as fuck, you know? Like in LA, I could hear her fucking talking, you know? I could hear her fucking conversating. I mean, you know, it's just weird. So, if there are demons and stuff, oh, that's such a yucky feeling. Oh my god. I don't want that to be true. I really don't. I don't want there to be more than just really, really sick, horrible, psychopathic people that are not really people because they're just so inhumane and all that shit. But at least they're like, they bleed red. You know what I mean? At least they're not skinny, weird creatures that cross the road. But it would explain how she's able to get up there and do that. And I'm not shitting you. The times I've seen her, it's just a really, really yucky energy. And the smell of her, that smell of decay all the time, which is going to be how my fucking little cabin smells when I get back. I'm going to be able to smell the scent of other people having been in there. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. I'm so freaked out right now. And the sun is way too long a period of time away from now. Anyhow, if there were demons, the U.S. government would know. I don't even want to talk about it anymore after this. I mean, I'm really freaked out, and that's why I kept talking about it then. I am still really freaked out, but now that I'm getting near to the area where I just saw this weird shit, I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I don't want there to be that, and I don't want to know about that. And I was actually thinking of parking over here for a brief minute because there's lots of lights and everything, and now I'm definitely not going to do that. Because this is where I saw them. So, yucky, scary, weird. See, I'm just going to, before I cut this off, I'm going to show you where I saw them. So, on this side, on your right, is the side of the truck thing where they get weighed. See, it says all these signs. And then on the left side, there is just open land. and there's a river down there, or a stream, or whatever they're going to call it, and then mountains and shit like that. So this is where I saw the figure go from the field side and run over here. And what I hope is it was an actual human being and they were pelting shit at the vehicle, because that would be a better situation than thinking about what else. And it was from far away. I couldn't really see. I mean, I'm talking about looking, I was all the way down the road, so it's just the problem is the figure looked human-like but not human. Oh my god, I'm looking in the rearview mirror now, and I'm like, I don't want to look in the rearview mirror. I'm going to do that so you can see. I'm scared to see anything. I'm scared to see anything behind me. I'm scared to see anything in front of me. What I'm hoping is that it was actually humans, and they were on the other side of the road to pelt stuff at my vehicle, to put toxic shit in here so that our attempt to escape the fumes and everything were not successful. There's a vehicle coming up. No, it's a blinking light. Okay, I gotta turn the heater on, and I gotta flip this off, and I bet you anything the minute when I flip this off, it's gonna be something weird. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's one thing, the rape, the sodomy, the torture, the watching my animals suffer and die. And then to see, demon creatures? I don't know, dude. This is a bad fucking situation. Out.